Hi and welcome. I'm Christina.
I'm Amber.
And we're going to start with the June meeting. So I don't know if you guys have seen on the dashboard or not, but there's the Grow Social iPad giveaway going on right now. So there's a couple of videos for you to check out to get some information about that. And then some information for you to figure out how to use the tabs on Grow Social. I don't know if many of you are using Grow Social or not, but I've got it up on my business page. I thought initially that when they had launched this, they were going to let us use it in our parties and whatnot, which would be really awesome. But as of right now, it's mostly just for the business page. I think you might be able to use it on your personal page. I'm not sure, but I use it on my business page. And when you use Grow Social, you can go in the back office and you can check to see who all is clicking on the different tabs that you set up. So if you set up tabs for Shop Now or Join My Team and whatnot, you can actually have them click on the link from your business page and it'll take them directly to your website. So it's really kind of a cool tool to use. And then you can track all of that information. You can also have people sign up to get a sample and whatnot. Then there's a little form for them to fill out. So kind of some cool different ways to use Grow Social, but there's some videos there on the dashboard. If you scroll down, it's about like halfway down the page, some different videos for you to see to learn how to actually use that. And then there's a giveaway right now. So if you watch the videos, it'll give you all of that information. And then I'll kind of talk about it a little bit more on our team page. But if you just scroll about halfway down the dashboard, you'll see the information there and the links to click on to watch those little videos. Okay, go ahead, Amber.
Okay. I wanted to do a quick announcement, too, to let you guys know. Though we are not local, they are now doing the area meetings. So if you're interested in trying to find an area meeting around you, make sure you check out your events tab on your dashboard, since we can't tell you. Yeah. Okay. And now on to, we wanted to talk about the incentive that Jamberry has offered us for June, July, and August. It's a little bit confusing, but I'll try to explain it as best as I can. This is the Maintain or Move Up incentive. And how you earn your Maintain or Move Up incentive is it's all about being intentional and consistent in your Jamberry business. You earn level 1 when your paid as title is lead consultant or higher during the incentive period of June, July, and August. To unlock the other 2 levels, your paid as title that unlocked the level 1 must be maintained or advanced that following month during the incentive period. If you're in your fast start period, you unlock the rewards each month you make a fast start reward. Once you're out of your fast start period, the same rules apply as listed above. The awards will be earned and shipped out on the 10th of the following month in which they are earned. So get lead consultant. Yep.
Yeah, and those, the different levels, they have the incentives listed on the dashboard. If you just scroll down just a little bit, you can see there's an exclusive Maui-inspired wrap, which is going to be satin finished. Then there's a logo water bottle and a new exclusive mixed mani. And then for the level 3, there's a mystery product and then also an exclusive wrap. So you kind of unlock these different levels if you're maintaining or promoting during this incentive period, which is June, July, and August. So really kind of a good incentive to reach for those new ranks, at least lead consultant, and then even further than that, and you'll unlock these exclusive items. I feel like it's kind of like a video game, like move up and unlock level 2, you know. But no, it's kind of fun, and it's nice that they have these little exclusive items for us to kind of get us to reach a little further and whatnot.
Yeah, because we didn't have a lot of incentives last year, so it's pretty exciting to see all of the incentives coming out.
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah, we didn't really have a whole lot last year. We had the August recruiting incentive, and then in January the double trip points and whatnot. But yeah, this is really awesome. This year's been pretty cool for incentives from home office. And then, as you guys know, we are going to be launching in Australia and New Zealand. So if you guys are probably super excited. I know I have a couple of friends in Australia, so definitely start talking to people and getting to see who might be your contact points and your interest in those countries. There's actually going to be a launch incentive, and this incentive is all about helping you maintain and focus on your U.S. and Canada sales before the official launch in those new countries. Our reward to you is the chance to get a head start down under, they say. So how to earn this Australia and New Zealand launch incentive? When you achieve the paid as title of senior consultant or above by June 30th, so we've got, about like 3 weeks left now, and maintain or advance in rank during July and August, so in the following months, you will earn the right to enroll your team in Australia and New Zealand 2 weeks prior to the official launch. Those who do not qualify will be able to sponsor when it's officially launched, and that date, the launch date, is to be determined. So we don't have it yet, but if we are achieving the senior consultant or above, then we will be able to enroll our team 2 weeks early for those launches. So that's pretty exciting. Definitely something to shoot for, especially if you've got some contact points in Australia or New Zealand. And then, so something I want to do now is just kind of, I know I did the May recognition already for on our team page, but I wanted to just kind of give you guys a little shout out here in our meeting. So for our trip points, our top trip point achievers, we've got Mandy Robbins Smith with 10,804. So you're our leader, Mandy, in those trip points. And then we have Megan Lemke with 9,497. And then we have Katie Hill with 7,021. And actually, I'm kind of in between Megan and Katie, but I didn't really want to mention myself. So good, good for you guys. What's that?
She said except for you just did.
I know, but I just wanted to give some extra recognition, not to myself. And then for our May rank advancements, we had Michelle George at lead consultant. And then all of the following hit advanced consultant in May. We have Jennifer Sheridan, Crystal Philman, Carly Robbins, Tracy Decker, and Mindy Jean. So all of our advanced consultants in the month of May. And then for our top recruiters in May, we actually had a multi-way tie with one recruiter each, but I wanted to recognize you all because I know recruiting can be a hard point for a lot of people. So we had quite a few of you who had one recruit in May. We had Michelle George, Tracy Decker, Lauren Rush, Julie Ellis, Gina Fries, Jennifer Sheridan, Veronica, I'm sorry if I'm going to butcher your last name, Urquhart, Mandy Robbins Smith, Crystal Philman, Mindy Jean, Carly Robbins, and Sheena Hubbard. So good job getting one recruit for each of you. That's really awesome. And then we have our fast start achievers. Goodness gracious, my coffee has not kicked in yet. Sorry about that, people. So for our Fast Start 1, we had 3 of you hit that in May. We had Tracy Decker, Mindy Jean, and Jennifer Sheridan for the Fast Start 1. And then Fast Start 2 was Michelle George and you also hit your Fast Start 3. So you're our triple Fast Start achiever for May. Congratulations, Michelle. Yeah, May was a great month for you. Let's keep it up. Yeah. So now we wanted to do a little bit of some training here. Our first topic is going to be on attitude. Change your, oh, sorry, Amber, I'm reading your part. Okay, you can go ahead on this. Sorry about that.
We're going to talk about attitude, changing your attitude and improving your results. It's really good to go in with your business with a great attitude, even if you're not doing very well. You don't have to show it in the way that you're acting. Get excited because summer months are some of the best months of the year for sales, especially for Jamberry. I'll give you some reasons why. Ladies love to wear summer sandals, which show off their toes. Your customers have a need to make their toes look nice while at the pool, beach, or wearing their summer footwear. So that means you might be getting a bunch of new customers that you have never had before because they say they don't do their nails, but a lot of times people do their toes even if they don't do their fingers. So you want to pick a few of your favorite to spotlight for pedicures instead of just manicures. Because, yeah, these ladies have had their toes in shoes all winter long, and now they want to look pretty. Seek out these customers and share some fun wrap combinations. Wraps are long-lasting, do not chip like polish when you're working in the garden, playing in the sand, and they will look great for the summer vacations. Sorry, I can't talk today. Keep your eyes and ears open for others who fit any of these categories. Summer is the time for weddings. Top 4 months of the year are May through August. There are $72 million spent annually on weddings. Tap into that market and brainstorm how to do this. How to approach bridal shops and mani and pedi packs to brides announcing their engagement, bridal fairs, etc. It's a great way to work on vendor affairs and vendor events too. Wraps can put final touches on a bride and bridesmaid, and or Jamberry products will make a wonderful gift for bridesmaids. Ask around and find out who is getting married. By realizing the amazing opportunities for summer parties and sales, having a super attitude, you will see spectacular results. The belief you carry will be your reality.
So true. Okay, so for topic number 2, now it's my turn. Why summer is the best time. Summer months are one of the best times for your Jamberry business. Some things to focus on are hosts have a bigger space, meaning outdoors, since, it's warmer now, so people don't have to be inside. So they have a bigger space to hold parties, and cleaning the house is alleviated since they can be outdoors. Hosts do not have to worry about bad weather, unless, of course, you live somewhere where it does rain a lot in the summer, but, you could always use a tent or something. Days are longer, and it stays light much later, making guests feel like they have more time. I know here the sun is starting to go down, closer to 9 p.m., it's still light out until almost 9, so really take advantage of that and use that for your summer parties. And suggest that for your hostesses. Parties can be fun and held poolside or other outdoor venues. People are more likely, what's that? Barbecue, yeah, and show off those petties.
Totally been barbecue.
Wanting to barbecue?
Yes, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Go.
No, that's okay. People are more likely to just drop in and visit others during the summer months. I know I hear about that all the time, especially my sister was just talking about that, people just dropping in all the time. So that would be a good opportunity to just get a couple friends together and just bring over your supplies and let's just have a spontaneous, spur-of-the-moment manicure party, And then people are more relaxed and usually have a bit more time for parties. School is out, people who don't have to work, or even if they do have to work, if they're doing days or whatnot, the evenings are a little more relaxed because you don't have to worry about homework and rushing to get stuff ready for the next day for school and whatnot. So it's definitely more of a relaxed atmosphere in the summer. And then parties are the heartbeat of your business, of course. They keep your business thriving through sales, potential recruits, and additional bookings. So make sure you're confident and enthusiastic. And I think just the sunshine helps with that too. I know during the summer or during the winter when it's kind of gloomy and everything, it's kind of like, it makes it harder to want to party and be enthusiastic, but, when the sun is out, it makes it a little easier. It's something about that good old vitamin D, I guess. And then, so let's talk about some parties. Summer months are successful because it's a time when family and friends come together naturally. Like I said, graduation parties, summer parties, pool parties, barbecuing and whatnot. We have 4th of July coming up, and then later on in the summer we have Labor Day, so plenty of chances for people to get together. Suggest fun-themed parties that resonate with your past host and possible new hosts in your area. Throw a themed party yourself for your friends and neighbors. And this is actually kind of something what I was trying to do last weekend, but didn't really work out too well. I had a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, just throw a party for yourself. And then, have some people come over, bring some have some margaritas or whatever, finger foods and whatnot. You could throw a themed customer appreciation party for your past hosts and customers. Get all of the moms and daughters that you know together for some fun. Little girls love having pretty fingers and toes, and now's the time to show it off. Get excited and talk about host-exclusive wraps. Start planning in July to book parties in August for Going, Gone. So let's not forget that September 1st is going to be our new catalog coming out. So we could definitely do a lot of parties July and August to start getting ready. Of course, we won't know until August for those what those Going, Gone wraps will be, the ones that will be retiring. But start booking those parties now. Get them booked up for July and book those ones in August once we know what's going to be retiring, and really kind of use that to your advantage.
I can't believe we're talking about that already.
I know, it's so crazy. Focus on booking summer parties as home parties. Jamberry statistics show that home parties have an average of $40 more in sales than Facebook parties. You're also more likely to recruit. So I know a lot of us are really Facebook party superstars. I know I myself love the Facebook party because you can kind of just do it on your time and whatnot. But really the industry statistics really show that home parties are where you are going to get more sales and be more likely to recruit. So here are some objections that you may hear. From your potential host, you might hear that everybody's on vacation. And I know I've already been hearing that as well. Everybody's already on vacation, so nobody's wanting to party right now. And here's a possible response for that. It may seem that way, but let's check with your friends and family. Research shows that more time of vacation is taken around the holidays. So maybe everybody's on vacation right now, but what about in August? Before school goes back, let's do a party then. So another objection that you might hear is summertime is too busy for everyone I know. Like I said before, school is out, people are going to be more busy with their kids because they're going to be home with them now. But at the same time, here's another response that we could give them. I hear you. We're all busy, but I think people are less busy in the summer because there's less sporting events, there's no homework, kids don't have to go to bed as early. Let's look at the calendar to get everybody together on a girls' night or a pampering session. There's definitely possibilities. You just think about some of these different responses, these objections that you're getting from people, and you can, you try to work around that. You can say, yeah, I know right now, everybody just got out of school for the summer. So right now might be a little bit busy, but let's look at maybe like mid-July or something like that, and look down the line a little bit. Really, I've said this before, and I really stress it, make sure that you're booking your events out, not just for this month or next month, but even the following month, your parties and your events and stuff like that. That's going to keep your business going. So go ahead, Amber.
Okay, now we're going to talk about sales and breakout session opportunities. We want you to come up with all of the objections you might get from potential hosts, like Christina was just saying, and come up with responses for every objection. The other thing we want you to do is come up with at least 6 summertime party themes, such as the polka dots and shots, mommies and me, food, sun, and fun, all that fun stuff that she was just saying. Summer sales happen when you're holding parties, reservicing, and connecting with past customers and hosts. Now is the time to show your past customers that you care. Only about 3 to 5% of consultants actually pick up the phone to reconnect with past customers. I know I'm not big on the phone.
I'm horrible with the phone. This is the most I've ever used the phone is for these meetings.
Yeah, that's how I am too. We want you to connect with your customers and tell them about how our wraps are perfect for the summer activities and events. A telephone call or an in-person produces a better result, but if it's not an option, you can use email or social media. You want to ask your customers what activities and events they're going to be a part of for the summer. That way you can kind of offer them suggestions for what might work for them. You can ask who's getting married. They might need something for the wedding outfit or as a gift. Bundle up some hand care, lacquer, and wraps for a full summer care package, or add an application kit in your favorite buy three, get one, and offer to make the perfect summer purchase. Decide on some bundles that you think are great. There's no need to discount them. Just show them in something, because some people don't like to shop. They like to just grab and go kind of thing. So it's nice that you can show them these options, and they can say, yes, I want that one. Pick their designs, and that's that. Customers love packages. And then we want you to get really excited about Throwback Thursday styles and share ideas on how to market these. They've been really popular. The first week, I think, was the best sales for me personally. But I always showcase each week that we have them, and as we got a preview in our newsletter, we see that the pinwheel is coming back, and that one is a big
seller. I am so excited about that one.
Yeah, so don't let these slip by.
Definitely.
Okay, you can go.
And then the last point that I want to touch on is recruiting. Summer recruiting happens when you're creative and talk to others about the opportunity who would like summertime supplemental income. So think about teachers, professors, college students, people who are, not as active during the summertime. So people like teachers, who typically will have the summer months either off or have them a little bit slower. And then also think about the people that you have on your team that are inactive or low activity. Think about ways to maybe get them a little bit more active during the summer. Now that their kids are out of school, or maybe now they're off work for vacation or whatever, think about ways that you can maybe get them a little back into their business. Of course, if they're interested, of course. You don't want to make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. Consistent parties, events, and fundraisers are the key to meeting new potential recruits. When recruiting from parties, statistics show that you are more likely to recruit from a home party than a Facebook party, like I mentioned before. I know that I really have had the most success with my Facebook parties, as have a few of you I know. But like I said, the industry statistics really show that the home parties are what's going to help keep your business going and whatnot. So
jump out of your comfort zone and get parties.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any ending anything before I end the recording and just start our group conversation?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay, I'm going to end the recording now, but we can still be on the line. Okay.
Hello.
So, who joined us? Mandy, you're here?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I had to unmute it now.
Hi, Sky! He's so excited.
He's smiling really big right now.
Aww. Sorry I had to start a little late, you guys. It was definitely not planned out morning. My sister was supposed to leave on her flight yesterday, and then the plane's talking system or whatever was down, and so they had to reroute everybody to different flights, and hers got picked for today at like this exact time, and I'm like, I'm going to try to make this still. But, yeah.
No worries.
I would have missed the whole thing if it had been on time. So there you go.
Okay, good.
Well, I'll wait for the playback. I should pull up my email so I can wait for my playback. Anyways, so what's up, everybody?
Not a lot on my end. This is Mandy talking. I'm kind of panicking because I have an empty calendar for the first time, and I know they said, fill up your calendar before it gets empty, and I was like, that was great advice. And then I'm like, yeah, it's awesome advice that I should have followed, because now I'm like having the dream that I always have when I feel like I'm losing control over something, which is like driving off of a cliff, which is not a very fun dream to have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I've been like reaching out to people on Facebook and not getting any response at all to my personal messages. Love it when people do that.
Have you done a mystery hostess?
I haven't. Maybe I should.
You should do that. That's how I always get my parties when I have a slump.
Yeah, I love doing the mystery hostess when I'm, like, lacking parties.
Good idea. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, I try to do them, like, every probably 3 months or so. 3 to 6 months, depending on how slow or quick or fast the business is going. But they always
you might even be able to make it like an event from your VIP page.
Yeah, I was just going to ask about that. If you just did it off of your VIP page or just made a new group, or...
I usually make a new group every time and then just kind of invite all of my past hostesses and best customers and whatnot, or anybody who's shown interest in the past, or maybe people who I've sent samples to. But if you did it from your VIP page, because you have like crazy, amazing amounts of people active on your VIP page, and just let them know you're doing, a mystery hostess party, and everybody who joins in. Technically, we're not supposed to say like only if you buy something you're going to win, the grand prize or whatever. But if you just tell them everybody who joins in this party is going to be eligible to win the grand prize, then, that's pretty enticing right there.
Good.
I've actually gotten at least one recruit. I'm trying to remember if it was 1 or 2 from a mystery hostess party who chose to use their rewards to get a kit. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can't.
I have one recruit who.
But.
Yep. I have one recruit who's definitely signing up. I just know that she's having a hard time financially. Like they had to get an extension on their taxes, and I think she's feeling like she can't really sign up until they have their taxes paid and such. So maybe that would be.
Yeah.
That would be really good. Yeah, I just happened to look out, and one of the girls, she had been talking about it for probably 4 months, 5 months at that point, about joining, and she just never got around to it. And she won, like, the second mystery hostess party, and she's like, I'm joining. I have no choice but to, so she had it was $25 or $50 off her kit. But
nice.
Yeah, she found out. She's like, I'm doing it now. I was like, oh, that's really nice.
Awesome. Thanks for the idea, guys.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's why I said something, because I figured one of you would have a good idea.
Yeah.
Full of ideas. They might not be good, but they're ideas.
Another idea that you could do is maybe try hosting something at your own house. If you have any local friends that maybe you haven't really been able to get everybody together or anything like that to be able to do a demo or whatever, because that's what I was going to do last month, kind of before everything got crazy right at the end of the month. I had planned to have, there were maybe 5 or 6 of my girlfriends that were going to be coming over, and I was just going to I wasn't going to push sales or anything. I just wanted to do like a demo and then have like some wine or margaritas or whatever everybody wanted. And then mostly my thing is I just wanted to get more bookings. So I wasn't pushing sales. I was just wanting bookings. That's kind of the direction I was going to go with that. So maybe try doing that.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, and I probably will still give it a try. Something kind of frustrating is there's another local girl who I don't know her. I just keep hearing her name, and she knows a lot of my friends. So a bunch of my friends are like, I just had a fun jamboree party with Catherine. And I'm like, oh, there's Catherine again.
Oh, yeah.
So
That stinks.
it was kind of, yeah. I did a home party because I did a trade with my new Arbonne girl. And she had already done one with this Catherine girl. So, I mean, my party was okay, but, you know, nobody was like, everybody had already done it and tried it, and so they were just kind of there to, like, hang out with each other, and a few of them made orders, and it was fine, but kind of like a bummer for me.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel your frustration. I have, here in our local area, we have some kind of big names. Diane Kidwell is local to me. You've seen her in the Jamboree University videos. She's local to me, and she's been around for, I think, over 3 years now. And then Amy Adams, they're not in the same downline, but they have kind of teamed up, and they've, like, got the hold on this whole, like, area. So I know your frustration. I definitely have met some roadblocks myself with events. Like, I've signed up for events, had everything, I paid for it, everything was good to go. The week before, they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. We forgot that we already had so and so signed up for this," and I'm just like, "What?" Okay. So yeah, it's kind of. I understand your frustration. It's definitely not going to hold me back, but it's just kind of like now I have to get a lot more creative about how I'm going to do stuff.
Yeah, so. It doesn't really make Facebook feel like a better market for me, you know, because it's like I'm constantly encountering friends who've never heard of Jamboree on Facebook, but in my real life, everybody, it seems like, knows of it. And I am kind of bummed about that because when I first signed up, I like looked around and there just aren't many active consultants in my area, and there's definitely no like big names or anything. So I thought, lucky me.
Yeah.
But it just so happens that there's one girl who is active, like knows my friends. So whatever, I'll work around it. I did sign up for a big local event in September, and like. I contacted them before they had even put up their vendor application for this year. And I was like,
oh, wow.
I really want to be the first one to get mine in, so do you have a form yet? And they made it just for me, and then the next time I checked back, it was current. So
that's what you do.
Oh, awesome.
That's always my problem. I find events, and then they're taken before I can get to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's everyone's problem, but I'm just trying to, like, you know, be a little bit pushy. Like the guy that I contacted about letting me in, that they don't let direct sales vendors in the event. And it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
There's like a huge festival in my old neighborhood every single month. It's just, like, huge every month. And they won't let us.
Yeah.
They say we're
I know it's too bad, too, because it's like, I don't know, and I tell Jason this all the time. I'm like, Jamboree, or at least, like, I know my people that I associate with Jamboree are not like other direct sales reps that I know or other companies and stuff, and it's kind of a bummer because I feel like some of the other, like, companies and some of the other companies' reps have, like, given direct sales a bad name, you know?
Yeah.
So...
yeah.
And I know there definitely are some in Jamboree. I know that those shady type of some reps do exist out there. But, I mean, I'm not really in contact with any. So I feel like the group of Jamboree consultants that I know are pretty, you know, hardworking and, I don't know, honest and whatnot. But I feel like these other ones have given us, like, a bad name, like all direct sales are bad. You know?
Well, the excuse he gave me was that it's like competition because it's like a very local event, you know. And he's like, well, it's competition with local nail shops. And I was like, well, they're local business owners and I'm a local business owner. So don't let people who aren't from Jackson come in and set up, you know, a table. But why discriminate against home-based businesses? It just doesn't really seem fair. But
have you thought about joining your local chamber of commerce?
No, I didn't even realize I could. It never crossed my mind.
Yeah, I know I've seen it on the leader pages that other consultants have joined their Chamber of Commerce. I don't know how much it costs, and I haven't really looked into doing my local one yet, but I know others have talked about, like, they'll have a Chamber of Commerce, like, vendor type of a fair night, and all of the local businesses will just have, like, a little vendor fair, and it's usually, they don't usually, like, charge anything for these vendor affairs or vendor fairs, like a vendor fee or anything like that. It's just, you know, they'll just kind of do it like unofficially, like get together, and then they'll just kind of showcase their products and whatnot. Usually just very small type of things. That's kind of the only reason why I really thought about joining my local one. But I mean, that's an idea too, just to maybe get your name out there, and
yeah,
if you're doing any like charities and stuff or fundraisers and stuff like that, it would be a good way to get your name out.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I've seen that in other towns, but I don't think I've ever seen anything advertised like that in Jackson. So I'm going to reach out to them and ask if that exists and if it doesn't, if it could. And
yeah, I bet you could find information about it on your city, the city like page. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I will do that. Thanks for another great idea.
I'm full of lots of great ideas. Implementing them is that's a whole different matter.
Like making those follow-up phone calls, the dreaded follow-up phone calls.
I know. I'm so bad.
Me too. I'm really bad. I told myself, like, you're just wasting money on vendor events if you don't follow up. You're just throwing your money away.
Yeah.
I still can do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. For sure.
Oh well, future goals. Always gotta have goals.
Hey, we never did a Manny Monday post, did we?
I'm working on my nails right now. That's why I was late, because I was juggling the baby and my nails, and then I looked at the clock. I was like, shoot.
Oh my goodness!
I'm pretty sure
I gotta do mine too.
Or naked on Monday.
All right, somebody make a post quick. I need some inspiration for what I'm going to put on my nails today.
I'm doing January style box today because I just got it in the trade and I just couldn't wait. So.
Which one? The sparkly one? Or the mixed mini?
Both.
I'm trying to figure out what to do for my nails for my event this weekend. I don't know. I have to do a new manicure and pedicure.
For events, I like to do currents in case people see them and they're like, I want that.
I know. I always want to do exclusive. And I'm like, oh, this is my favorite. I'm like, yeah, but then I can't sell it to anybody. I'm like, yeah, you can't get that. Sorry.
Sorry.
Or like, you could do the current hostess exclusive.
Oh yeah, I don't like that one that much though. I like July.
No?
I can do July. Yeah, you like this? You have to party with me next.
Was June the sea show?
Yeah. I don't think that's going to be a big seller.
No, don't do that one. Never mind. Forget that I said that. I forgot what month it was.
So I'm saying July is pretty popular. June, however, is hit or miss.
True. You could do July. I feel like Star has a lot to tell us. I feel like we should let him say something. Does he have something about nails to say?
Who?
Star. Does he have something important to say about our manicure choices?
I think that's what he's been trying to communicate, but I just put a boob in his mouth, so,
Oh, okay. Hey, that works.
Like, never mind.
If he has anything else to say, you're just going to have to wait.
That's hecka funny.
Oh, Star. He's not even hungry. He's just fussy. He's goober.
All right. Well, anybody have any words of wisdom or questions, comments?
Is it just you and me, Christina, and Amber, and is Andrea still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you're just being quiet?
Yep.
Who's here? Katie?
Yeah.
Andrea.
Oh, Andrea, you're here.
Oh.
Emily.
Super silent.
Oh, yes, there's definitely some children present.
Oh, you can say hi. Say hi. Okay.
Aw. Too shy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Who is it? That's Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. Emily.
That's so cute.
What are on your fingers? They can't see you, honey. Your fingers. Nothing? No, because you pulled 3 of them off, didn't you?
Aw.
Yeah, Arden keeps asking. She's like, I want pretty nails. I'm like, well, quit pulling them off. I'm not going to keep doing them if you're going to pull them off a day later. She goes through this where she either wears them for like 2+ weeks until they fall off, or she pulls them off the next day.
You actually have those on for 2 weeks. No, you're fine. I'm sorry.
I love Emily so much.
Aw.
I'm actually totally restraining myself when I meet her. I think kids get so freaked out because it's like, we know them so well through Facebook, but they're like, who are you? I've never met you before. Why do you know my name and all the things I like?
I know, right?
This happened to Arden the other day. It was a girl that I hadn't seen in the last 5 years since I left North Carolina, and I saw her at the grocery store. I'm like, hi, and she's like, hi, Arden, oh, blah, blah, blah. And Arden's just like, what? Do I? And then we leave, and she's like, did I meet her before? I was like, no. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, one of my friend's kids actually asked me that because I was just like talking to her, and she looked at me like, are you nuts? And she was like, have I even met you before? And I cracked up laughing. I was like, no,
That's
you
funny.
haven't. But I feel like I met you.
Yep, kids are funny.
Actually, Amber, Jacob still talks about Arden. He's like, and my friend Arden and her little house. And I'm like, how do you remember this stuff? Like, he talks about, like, her little playhouse that was in the backyard. I'm like, how do you remember this stuff, kid? Like, his memory is so good.
Arden's is too. She was telling me about, she's like, the other day, or remember when Aiden did this at school? And I'm like, babe, you haven't been at school in months, but
Yeah.
I'm glad you remember. I'm very glad she remembers now, but it's getting harder now that she's getting older because we just moved, and now her new friend here is getting ready to move too.
Aww.
So I think she's really over goodbyes at this point. She's like, why is she moving?
Yeah.
It sucks.
That's hard.
But luckily, David should be home a couple weeks after they leave, so hopefully that'll help.
Yeah.
Why does everybody have naked nails? Come on, people. I need some inspiration.
I'm almost
My
done.
toes
I'm almost done.
bad
As
as
soon
the
as
other
we get
day.
off, then I can put this baby down. I've got pinkies left to do. That's all I have left.
Yay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, are you doing... Oh, wait, no, you can't possibly be doing that manicure already. With the bright deco?
Oh, no. I'm doing, I said I was doing the January style box.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'm doing the combo. I'm doing the sparkle and the mixed mani, and I threw in a raspberry sparkle, too, for fun.
Oh, boy. That's one of my all-time favorites that I have not yet worn. I cannot even cut up that sheet. I'm ridiculous.
Yeah, I have a harder time if I have a house sheet, but I got a sheet in my seconds at regional. So,
Awesome.
like,
Oh, lovely.
I get to have seconds at conference.
Yeah, I'm so excited for more. It's what finally got me Wonderland. I got Wonderland in Tracy's, so I take back every bad thing I ever said about Tracy.
Aw. There are some honest people out there.
There are. And I think I'm pretty good at discerning like who's shady and who's not shady. So I've become a little bit more comfortable with trading there.
Well, when it comes up to Halloween, if anybody ever needs a sheet of Fright Night, I've only got like 7, so, yeah.
I might take you up on that, because actually I kind of wanted that one, and then I didn't get it. So
We love it.
I
We put it on.
I also am hoarding 6 sheets of clear that I got from seconds.
Get out. I have 1 sheet of clear that I got in my seconds as well.
I got
totally
6
holding that.
somehow.
I'm kind of hoping I get another sheet.
I really cannot believe that they discontinued that one. I mean, it's clear, for crying out loud. It's just clear. And I would still pay $15 per sheet.
Yeah, that drove me crazy when they said they discontinued that. I'm like, you don't do anything. You literally just have to leave it in the catalog. That's it.
Seriously.
It doesn't matter if it's a top seller. It's at least an option. And I actually had a couple of people since it's been gone ask for it, and I'm like, yeah, we don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I had one girl who's like, oh, I never do my nails, but I like to have shiny nails, so you have to just, like, clear them? I'm like, yeah, we did.
Now at least we have Daydream. Daydream tint is very clear for the most part.
Daydream tint is really amazing. I actually was telling my sister about this last night because she's in the military, you know, and she can't really have, like, bright anything on her nails. But I showed her this one from my little sample sticks that I got, and she was like, I think I'm going to have to get that one. I was like, I think I'm going to have to get it now, too. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't used it. I have Daydream and Daydream Tint. I have the glossy and the tint, and they look so completely different, but...
They do.
Yeah, the tint looks almost boysenberry tinty, but I know it doesn't on, but on the sheet it does, so...
I'm not sure who they posted a picture of Daydream Tint, and I didn't like it, but I'm not a very neutrally palette color nail.
That would have been my color. Like, I would have bought that one first, probably a year ago when I first joined, because I was very neutral.
Yeah, you were.
So, except for my Ditzy, I love Ditzy. I will be so sad if that one retires. I don't know what I will do. I'll have to, like...
I bet it'll retire soon.
You'll get, like, 20 sheets. So will I. I think that was
like, can I get a loan out, please?
Yeah.
At least my PRV would be secure.
For once. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, Edie, this baby. You're usually so cheerful. You are not putting on your best face. You're not. You're not.
Aww. He's like, Mom, I don't want to talk on the phone with all these random people.
Yeah. Come on, let's do something fun. He's totally my extrovert baby. He just loves it when we're, like, out in crowds. Like, when we were at that festival I was talking about on Thursday, he was in the Tula, and, like, I would have forgotten he was there. Like, that's how zoned out he gets in a crowd. He gets completely still and completely focused on, like, just watching everyone around him. He doesn't make a sound, and he doesn't move, and I'm like, are you okay?
Aw. That's cute.
I had a crowd at my disposal at all times. Yeah, you're funny. You're funny.
Poor guy.
He's like me. He's an extrovert like his mom.
Aw. That's cute, though. It's fun to have a baby that's, like, just like you. Although I wonder how the teenage years will be.
Yeah. Maybe a little more difficult. We'll see. It might help that he's a boy and I'm a girl.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have a girl that's just like Nat, and then it'll be perfect.
Aw.
Maybe so. Maybe so. Simon's already asking for sisters, so.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. First he wanted brothers, and then a few months later after they were born, he's like, okay, I want sisters now.
Oh, my.
Like, can we have, like, a name on
I should get to find out next Tuesday what I'm having. I'm pretty excited.
Ooh, yay! Exciting.
Yay, and then I'm going to send you oodles of diapers.
I'm so excited.
Hopefully it's a girl, so then I can send you all of the diapers.
That would be great. It's a boy, it's cool. I don't care. Like, Auntie,
Yeah, there's not very many boy ones. Lots of fluffy butt girl diapers, though.
I know. I want the ruffles. I need the ruffles.
Yeah.
Arden needs the ruffles. My only issue is if it's a girl, I'm going to have to figure out how to explain to her that its name is not Melody.
You should just name the kid Melody.
Yes.
I seriously don't see the issue.
Of having my 4-year-old name our child, yeah.
Simon really wanted to name both of his baby brothers because I can't remember who knows this and who doesn't, but my stepson's mom has a baby that's 7 weeks older than Star. So Simon has 2 baby brothers, and he wanted to name both of them Jasper after his best friend at school, who none of us understand because he's like the meanest, rudest kid ever.
Aww.
Yeah, Arden keeps telling me, I'm like, well, what if it's a boy baby? And she's like, we need to figure out boy baby names.
Yeah, it's hard, Arden. Welcome to life. It's hard. Boy names are hard.
Yeah. She's like, do we have any? I'm like, no, not really. I'm just like, okay, so just Melody, which is Ariel from The Little Mermaid's daughter in Ariel 2 or 3 or whatever one it is, FYI.
That's hilarious. That's why it needs to be Melody.
Yeah. That's going to be even worse. If the little one has dark hair, which Melody does in the movie, it'll be even harder. Yeah, but no. So she can name it Melody all she wants, but I don't think that's going to be what's on the birth certificate.
Yeah.
So David is like, well, I'm kind of liking it now. I'm like, stop it.
Oh, man, I'm totally with David. I need to talk to him. Okay, I think I figured out what I'm going to put on you guys. I know you were all here. I know.
That's what
I was waiting for, actually.
So I've got Athens matte with white romance.
That'll be pretty.
White romance over it, yeah.
Yeah.
I had never seen butterfly kisses with Adam's tint over it until today, and that was amazing.
Yeah, that was different.
It would be really thick, though. I don't think that would be comfortable.
Yeah.
But it looked amazing. It made me think of a monarch butterfly.
Where did you see this? Where was it?
Somebody.
I don't think she posted it in the group.
No, but I will now.
Yeah, post it in the group. I want to see it. That sounds kind of amazing. Like, I might need to try it.
Yeah, I was like, wow. But I don't think I could do it on my nails personally, but it looks gorgeous. Let's see.
Okay, I might do a Sweet Symphony accent.
Do a what?
Sweet Symphony, matte.
I don't remember which one that is.
Oh, yeah,
the yellowy. The yellowy flowers.
Oh, you know what? It's almost bad.
Say hi. Isn't Sweet Symphony the ivory with like the purpley flowers?
No, they're like yellowy, like kind of dandelions maybe or something, with a little bit of teal in it.
Oh, you mean Sweet Whimsy?
Oh, just kidding. I fooled you guys. Just kidding. I was holding Sweet Symphony and I was looking at Sweet Whimsy. Okay.
I was like, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Okay, either of those are now a contender for I'm crazy. Okay. Anyways.
Okay,
I guess we'll just have to find out, won't we now?
So not my nails, but I posted it there because it's gorgeous.
Let's see.
I'm thinking I'm actually going to take the pale pink polka dot off, but I'm not digging it. And I'm going to replace it with the roses from the Mother's Day set.
Oh, I love those roses.
Yeah, I like them, but they're, like, you have to just use it as an accent nail. And I was trying to figure out what, and they actually, the colors are kind of perfect with the style box, the January style box.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know. They really are. I think anyway. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to go crazy. And it looks really good with raspberry sparkle, which will be right next to it.
Great, now I want to put these roses on my nails.
No.
I don't know what to put on my nails. I usually go kind of bold so they're obvious, but I'm kind of thinking I might go more neutral this time.
That's what I was
So they
looking
can
for.
Like, yeah, but it kind of looks like polish, but better because I suck at polishing my nails. With maybe like a pretty cool accent nail that shows how awesome they can be. That's a good idea. I can do that.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Hi, Jojo.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm really excited for that event. So we'll see.
What do you want, dog? Jojo, are you trying to talk? Are you trying to say, hello, I'm Jojo? Okay, go, Jojo. Goodness, this dog.
Did anybody see this butterfly that I'm talking about?
Yeah, I liked it. Actually, I saw it earlier in the chat that you sent me.
I know. I was like, oh, it's so beautiful.
Where did you post it?
On the Manicure Monday.
Oh, okay.
I said it's not my nails, but it's beautiful.
I'm waiting for the whatchamacallit to come through.
Oh my god.
So play back.
I need to do that.
Yeah.
I am doing that.
It's beautiful, right?
That's the best thing I've ever seen.
Do you think it would be too thick, though?
I don't know, but I'll let you know because I'm going to try.
Well, some people like the thicker more than the thin, though. So
that's true.
I think it would be too thick for us because we like matte.
I do like matte.
But I really liked the metallic when I had them on, too. Which one was it? Mermaid Tails. I really liked how that was my first metallic and my only metallic that I've ever done. So
I did not want to take that off my nails. I took it off last night.
My toes look like they do. I had those on for
so
over 2
crazy.
weeks on my fingers.
I had no idea.
I still have 7 on my toes. And I didn't even think I liked it when it came out. I was like, oh, that's going to be popular, but not for me.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I put the first one on my pinky, and I was like, oh, this is amazing.
I know, it really was amazing.
I was still considering it when I was getting ready to put it on. I was like, I don't think I'm going to like this, but okay. But I do. I really do. I'm excited for satin, because I don't love the metallic look of the metallics.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
It's toned down with the fishnet looking or fishnet.
That's why I like the butterfly, the other butterfly. Butterfly effect.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same. It's metallic, but not, because it has the butterflies on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try that one. I really liked it so much.
Ooh, I bet that would look good underneath the... No, she's obviously wearing a sparkle, yeah. But I think you get the metallic effect if you put that one under the Adam's favorite tint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if it would look, how much different it would look with the different colors. Butterfly effect.
I really want to do this as an accent nail with my Lisa Frank, actually. So I was thinking I was going to use Adam's favorite tint over Diamond Dust, but I think this would be even better.
I had not even thought about that before. That's a good idea, too.
I always forget about
doing
creative
enough for this.
Diamond Dust is like the staple.
Yeah, I know. I love that. I always have one.
You can put any tint over it to make a new sparkle. But yeah, it would be.
Well, I need to do that because I still have my one teal sparkle, but I have the aquamarine tint that I got before it retired.
Crazy pup.
That's what you
I wonder what it looks like with the daydream.
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
I wonder where I go. Jojo. Jojo. Oh, no, not it. Sorry, guys, my stomach's not growling. It's my dog. She's over here trying to talk.
That's just my stomach. I just ate, but it's cool.
Jojo, you crazy. Hey, you crazy. What? I'm not playing right now, pup.
I think we're going to go to the library soon. My books are due tomorrow.
Jojo. Go. So has anybody used Grow Social?
No, I keep meaning to, but I haven't gotten around to it. It sounds like a great idea.
I'm just not good enough at thinking ahead to use Post Manager. I'm just not.
No, that one's not a Post Manager.
Oh, it's not?
You can. You can use it for that now.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought it was. What else is it?
You can make little like tabs. So the whole thing is like you can do and I totally meant to talk about this too, but you can do like contests and stuff. You can do like post a picture contest and then track it and stuff like that. There's all these little tabs that you can create. Like for mine, I have join my team, request a fundraiser, free sample, host a party, and shop now. And then you can go and you can look in your back office for the Grow Social, and you can check to see like if anybody has clicked on any of it, if anybody's filled out any forms like to get a free sample or anything like that. And you can kind of customize some of it. So you can use it for Twitter as well, I guess. But there's all these different, you can create timeline covers. So you could do, like, create your own. But I think they have Jamberry ones that you can kind of, like, tweak or something like that. I'm not really sure. I haven't played with that, really. But for the tabs, you can, like, create all sorts of different tabs. And they would go right on your business page. Like I was saying in the meeting, though, I'm not sure if you can use it, like, on your personal page or anything. I've only used mine on my business page. When they first introduced it last year after National Conference, I thought that they were talking about, like, you could do it in parties and stuff, because that would have been really convenient just to have Shop Now, like, right on the party page, rather than having to, like, post your link all the time and everything.
Yeah, and then I have heard something, I don't know how true it is, about how those posts don't show up as much when you post your link to your site.
Exactly. No, that's totally true. Facebook is really, like, cutting back on that. So it's like you'll just have to, instead of giving people, back when I first started, they told you make sure that you post your link on every post. And
right.
now they're saying don't post your link at all. Just tell people that the link is up above or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember somebody, I can't remember who it was, said to put it in the comments versus on the post itself. So that's
now, even if you're putting it in the comments, though, they're still not flagging them, but they're like making them less visible. Yeah, it's super lame.
I usually just don't put it at all, but then, I hate it when people are like, how do I get to your website? Mm-hmm.
I know, it's like such a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But this Grow Social is really cool. I mean, it'd be worth checking it out just for at least 1 month, because it's really cheap. So if you wanted to, like, just check it out. What's that?
Isn't it $5?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
They're $5 each. The Meet FM and the Grow Social are $5 each, but then if you wanted to get them together, then it's $9. So.
And what's Meet FM again? That's another thing I haven't figured out.
The Meet FM, that's what I use for the meetings. So if you were to go to the link that I provided, it shows like just a generic picture in the background right now, but you can also have it do like lookbooks So, like, if you were doing, like, a live party or something, there's the capability to do video. So, like, if Amber and I wanted to do these meetings over video, which we might do maybe eventually if we ever feel up to it.
Get dressed.
Yeah, if we ever, like, you know, put on makeup or something, you know. But, so those would be cool. Yeah, right, me too. But if you wanted to do, like, a video party, you know, like if somebody was far away or whatever, you could do that. It says over here you could use up to 4 webcams for your host. Okay. And then you can, like, share files. So if you wanted to share, like, if you wanted to, like, say, do a presentation for somebody and show them, like, if you have a new recruit and you want to show them, like, how to do something, you could, like, make a little presentation and, like, share how to access something on the back office, for example. But then also another capability that it has with Meet FM is to do the speed share, which is the screen sharing. So if you want your hostess to put in her own, like, address and credit card information, you can do that. Okay. So, I mean, I don't know. For me, it's worth it, the $9 a month that with even the little that I use, both of those, Meet FM and Grow Social. But, you know, it's definitely worth trying it out for 1 month just to see. So.
Yeah, for sure, just to see if I would use it.
Yeah. And I'm no expert. Obviously, I'm constantly having technical difficulties, especially with Meet FM. But, you know, I'm more than happy to help anybody if they want to try it out, and I can kind of, you know, help you out or whatever, just to kind of play with it.
I'll definitely call on you when I do it.
Well, I greatly look forward to it. I think they're really great. You know, I came across some page because I was having trouble logging in from my back office. It looks like the link on our back office is broken right now. It's telling me there's an error. So I kind of had to, like, find a way to log in to my Meet FM. And I came across this thing, and it was saying, like, $39 a month or something like that just to use this Meet FM. Like, so then I realized, like, to pay $9 a month for both of them is really a huge bargain. I think we are really lucky to have these companies partnering with Jamberry.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah.
Especially with, like, TaxBot and stuff. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because that one, I think, is like, what, $20 a month normally, or $10 a month or something like that? Which, I mean, if you're using it all the time, I mean, that's not really that bad. But to be able to have it for free, I mean, that's even better.
Totally. Obviously.
Yeah. Free is always better.
Oh, yeah.
The takeaway from the meeting today. Free is always better.
Free is always better. For sure. Well, maybe not always. I can think of a few instances of free things that probably were not worth it.
There is the whole you get what you pay for thing. But Jamberry's paying for it for us.
Yes, Jamberry's paying for it. They're paying the bulk of the cost for us. So, yeah. Well, of course, for TaxBot, they pay all of it, but yeah. Anyways, I wonder, do you people ever get sick of the sound of my voice? Sometimes I get sick of the sound of my voice.
No, I think everybody gets sick of their own voice.
Oh. I feel like I just talk so much that people are probably just like, would this person seriously stop talking?
No. They kind of feel it.
I know my husband probably thinks that sometimes. In fact, I don't even think he's downstairs anymore. I think he went upstairs. Oh, well.
Oh, my gosh, she's so loud.
Seriously. Whatever. So anyways, I'm wondering how long it takes for this thing to pop up here.
As soon as we hang up, maybe. It's probably still recording.
The playback? No, it's definitely not still recording. I definitely pressed the stop record button.
Yeah, but you did last time too, and it was like, it's now recording. And, yeah.
True.
It doesn't listen sometimes.
That was like 25 hours of like nothing that it recorded last time. That was pretty epic. That was so awful. Someday I will figure out how to use this thing, and I will be good at it. That day may not even be today, but we'll see.
Maybe a few weeks from months from now.
Oh boy. Yeah. I really have no clue what I'm doing most of the time.
I'm going to be sitting here refreshing my messages forever, just waiting to hear from this house.
Well, good luck.
Thanks, I need it.
Oh, there's so many pretty flower ones. Okay, for sure. I'm going to do a flower one. Everybody has flowers on them. Oh, so pretty.
My friends had a toddler that kept changing her mind every night as to which TJs she wanted to wear. So they'd get her in bed and they'd turn out the light. And she would be like, no, I want to wear my Minnie Mouse TJs. And she'd like have a meltdown about it. So to deal with it, they came up with a family rule, which was stick with what you pick. And they practiced it, and they posted a video of them practicing with her. And it was the cutest thing ever, and it stuck in my head. And that's what I do when I pick my jams now. I'm like, okay, I could stay here all day. So if I say I'm going to do something, I have to stick with what I pick. And I hear little Eleanor.
I like that.
Stick with what you pick.
Aw. Yeah, I need to do that. It takes me far too long to choose what I'm going to put on. It's like it takes me longer than my actual like manicure. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, while we're on the phone.
The entire 2 weeks in between choosing. And then once I like come up with it in my head, I try to just not take them.
Yeah. Me too.
Did anyone get a chance to look at the 3-day party post in the Project Kiss that I did last week? Earlier this weekend?
No, I didn't, but I will.
Well, I'm doing my first 3-day party now, so I figured that I might as well, get some feedback before I ruin my party.
Is it pretty much the same as the 3-day party that I posted in our group?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, you did it from scratch?
Well, I looked at a couple of different people that have done it in the past and tried to, piece pieces from them. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I swear I thought that you were just posting the 3-day party guide that I already had, in the Jamicorns files.
No,
so I was
like... there, though. I didn't even think to look
there.
I
never looked at that. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, whatever. She's just posting it in there, I guess.
I guess I figured that we didn't have one in there because I was doing one, so I didn't even think to look in there for one.
Oh, boy. Sorry. Okay. I'll look at it. I'll look at it today. I have a lot of business stuff to do today.
Okay. Yeah, I just posted some of my stuff. I'm kind of switching. I'm adding a little bit to each of them because things like the picture of the specific month and a couple of, I don't know, I put one of the things in the comments instead of doing the application removal in 2 separate posts. I did the application, and then in the comment I did the removal because I didn't want it to be day 1 of the party, hey, here's how you remove your shit. Sorry.
Yeah. I've never heard you curse before, Amber. I'm really rubbing off on you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness.
It's a good thing we are not recording right now. That would not be very family friendly.
No, we got enough feedback with our WTF, or what was it? OMG? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. I still feel bad about that, though.
What?
What was it? Was it WTF?
No, I think it was LMAO.
Oh, yeah, LMAO, yeah. We got some feedback for that one once saying that it was inappropriate. I was like, whoops. Sorry.
I do feel bad about that, though. I know. I try to be so good, at least in the group. So.
From somebody in our team group?
Well, no, it was, I think it was a sneak peeker. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it was one of the leaders, one of us that said that or something, and
we couldn't even find who said it though. Like we
I
looked
know,
back through it and stuff, and
yeah.
I don't know. It was probably one of
but
us.
It was
I think
a good,
we decided.
I mean, it was a good
us.
point though. It was a good point though because there's all different types of people that are in there, and so especially as a leader, I really do try to like make sure I'm not saying that, but sometimes.
Well, I guess I am glad I'm hearing this now for future reference because I definitely have not ever been conscious of that. So I probably should.
I
think that was like back in September. Was it like back in September, Amber?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was back when.
This is a while ago.
Were with us still. So.
But yeah, there were Yeah, it was before they split off too. So, yeah, I don't know. Definitely something to be cognizant of, I guess. But, I curse like a sailor usually, so that's pretty bad.
Yeah, me too.
And
I definitely try to not say it in the group page, though.
My home life, however, is not the best right now.
Yeah. Well, I was raised by a sailor, so there's that.
Raised by a Marine. So that's not better.
Yeah. But I definitely know how to pull it together when I need to.
Be a lady.
Yes, exactly. I know how to be a lady sometimes. I can cross my legs. I promise.
I can curtsy.
I know. I don't always sit like a man.
So
only when I'm alone in my office. Just kidding. As I'm alone in my office. Anyways, someday this thing recording is going to pop up here and I'm going to like be so excited.
I tell you, as soon as we all hang up, it'll probably pop up.
Yeah. I just really hope it was not recording like a month's worth of silence.
No, it wasn't. We talked plenty, so that's cool. Just be ridiculous stuff at the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely did not start recording at the beginning.
I have an issue with my.
We got all our extra language out.
I think my pointer finger is my curviest nail, and I still really struggle with it.
Like a baby? Like you have to use the baseball method?
I haven't tried that. I mean, I know what it is. I haven't tried it. I just feel like, well, I guess it kind of is.
I have to do that on both of mine.
Your
both of my pointer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And also both my thumbs.
Oh, my thumbs go on like a dream. My thumbs and my pinkies are the easiest. It's the three in between that are more challenging for various reasons. But
my thumbs I've actually had issues with solely because they stick so well that that's where I get my damage.
Yep, me too.
Both of my thumbnails kind of look horrible because no matter how gentle I try to do it, they're just perfectly stuck on there.
Yep.
Other fingers are perfectly fine.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. I'm like, man, my nails, like my thumbs look horrible right now. But once I put the strengthening base coat on, they look fine.
Oh, I should have done that. I keep needing to do that. I have it for that express purpose, and then I keep forgetting I have it.
Yeah, I always use it under. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I need to get a new one because mine's like more than half empty, and it's starting to get kind of thick and goopy and hard to reach.
Yeah, I got a new one. I just barely started using it last time.
I need to get that and a new Nourish in my next order, I think. After I move, I think. Then I can spend money.
Oh, whatever.
Ashley Miller on my team is going to have really awesome testimony when all was said and done. She quit like a 15-year nail salon every month habit with like gels, acrylics, all that. And,
oh boy.
Her nails are finally like growing out, and the damage is growing out. And she's been sending me pictures. It's so awesome.
Aw. I love hearing about that.
I know, me too.
Those nail salons. Ugh. You remember that article from New York?
Yeah, totally.
Oh boy. Ugh. You just have to feel so bad.
Not gonna
Quick, everybody, let's go get a pedicure before we think about it too much.
Yeah.
That's hecka funny.
Yeah, now I feel bad going to any nail salons because of that stupid article.
Yeah, I know. Hey, did you guys watch the Dairy Now? I just barely saw it.
No, I haven't.
Well, they're making them shorter. This one's only 6 minutes long.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I used to, like, set them up and take a bath and just sit there and watch them.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, okay. It's the only time
Can't do that now or it'll be a very short bath.
Yeah. That's cool. I can't take a bath so much here anymore, so I need to move.
Well, I wish I would have seen this before I did the meeting just now, in case if there's information in there.
It's cool. That's what the group is for. You just post it and people read it.
That's true. I'm always too late, though. I'm always such a slacker.
Ooh, that Dancing Lilacs on Country Club that Tracy Curtis just posted is super cute.
I know, really? I want that. Oh, do I have that? No, I don't have that one. Darn it.
Which one?
Either of them.
Oh. I've got both of them. I'm going to have to do that. It's going on my list. It's going up. Oh.
That's the problem with these Manny Mondays.
Yeah, it's true. The Manny list expands exponentially.
Well, I really hope this thing doesn't come sometime.
There are always things that I think that I should share and then I forget.
I need to find out what this baby is so Christina can send me diapers and a cup. I need my cup.
Yes. If I have a girl, I'm going to be getting a whole new set of diapers.
I did not realize how many cloth diapers I had until I started finding them all.
She sent me like 4 different pictures. She's like, hey, I found some diapers. Hey, I found some more.
I have now got a dedicated corner in my office with just cloth diapers.
So now you know they're in great shape because she used each of them like once.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't use them like once.
Oh, no, I'm just teasing.
No, but I did only use them for like a year, though, with Olivia.
Well, and the more you have,
excited.
The more you have, the less you use each one, and so they do stay in better shape than if you
Yeah,
only have
for
like
sure.
20.
Because at first I was only using pre-folds and covers, and then I went to using, like, I think, inserts with covers, and then I was using some all-in-ones, and then I was using the fitted with covers, and then I was using wool covers, so yeah, I've got a ton.
I'm so sad I sold my wool covers. I wanted to hold on to them, but I didn't think we were going to have another baby, so I sold them because I didn't want something to, like, eat them and be sad that nobody else got to use them because I was hoarding them.
Oh, I never thought about that with the wool covers.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be, like, mean, because I know so many people wanted them because I had, like, the cute little monster and a hedgehog, and So I did sell them to my friend, so she's probably going to sell them back to me. Fingers crossed.
Oh, that's nice.
So,
Well, mine are the celery wool.
I've never used those. I'm really excited. It's going to be like a style box of diapers because I have no idea what's coming. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to send you all of my wool wash, too.
Okay. Yeah, I think I got rid of mine when we moved because I didn't need it.
Yes, I have a lot.
Yeah, because I bought one and accidentally bought two at the same time because I clicked it twice or something, and so I had enough to last me forever and some change. So I was like, oh, this is cool, but... Yeah.
I'm very excited for you when you get this box.
Me too. Hopefully I'll have my house to open it in so that it can go right into the baby's room, because that's literally all that will be in the baby's room is diapers.
Hella diapers, too,
man. Where the baby goes.
There's so many freaking diapers. It's not even funny.
Arden was so cute. I asked her, I was like, what's your favorite room in this house? And she was like, the baby's room. I was like, oh, do you want it to be your room? And she was like, no. It's just for the baby. I was like, oh, why do you like it? She's like, because it's for the baby. And I was like, oh, do you want a baby? Yeah, I want the baby.
Oh,
like,
she's so sweet.
So, most of the time. This morning, not so much.
That's most
I'm
kids,
surprised she
though.
hasn't come in here. I'm like, Mom! So.
Is she there?
Yeah, she's with my mom and dad.
Oh, dang.
I have to have some kind of perk to having them living with me, right?
Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, anyways, anybody have anything exciting to share or questions?
I don't have anything exciting yet because I haven't heard back from my realtor yet. Probably because the people are at work. Why do people work?
I know, right? Look, if I didn't work, man, I could just be sitting here with you guys all day. That would be awesome.
I am going to be like halfway to getting the trip after I get my bonus points this month.
I know. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that in the thing, that's not even including the May points.
Yeah, I get 2,000 extra points because I had 2 recruits in April that both hit their fast start, and I like, God's blessing upon me, tops 2,000 in TRV, so
wow,
it was like,
that is so exciting.
I was really looking forward to trying. And I was like, I'm going to have a baby, so it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to bring mine with me, too, but, you know.
I just don't think I'd want to fly that far with a new baby.
No, not a new baby. At least mine will be a year and a half by then, which is actually, in some ways, worse than a new baby. Because I did fly with him when he was new. I flew from here, from Jackson to California, and he slept the entire time both ways. So that was awesome.
Yeah, when they're little, it's a lot easier in some ways. But I'm pretty sure I would literally sit by the pool nursing the whole time. So I'm like, that's not as exciting as it sounds. At least
I'm just feeling a lot of pressure to like keep up with myself now, though. Because I'm like, well, now if I lose it, I'm gonna be really mad at myself. So.
You can do it. You'll probably be the only one from our team that will be going.
I really don't know. I really feel like I've hit the wall. Like, I hit it a lot later than most people, but I booked just a ton of parties from my launch party, and I've been slowly working my way through those and then doing a few more that I booked out of those parties, and now I'm, like, really hitting that dead end where now I'm actually really going to have to work hard for it.
Yeah. How many months have you been in?
I launched in January.
Yeah, that's about exactly what happened to me. It took me, I was around six or so months in, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, nothing. But I'm finally coming back around. I've been able to, like, fake it a few times here and there, and I'm like, hey, somehow this worked. I've got a party out of nowhere. But thanks to that flower pot game, I'm finally finding. And then moving here, somebody, I happened into a really cool event that I'm doing this weekend, so I feel like it's finally turning around. So I'm hoping, because it's just been really exhausting emotionally.
I really was hoping to at least hit PC before this happened, and I didn't, and it's really discouraging.
Well, I kind of have a theory that right around the 6-month mark is where the warm market kind of burns out. And that's when, like, if this is going to be a sustainable business for you, that right around the 6-month mark is going to be the hardest for you. And you're going to have to break into that cold market in order to keep your business going.
Yeah, it's really the make it or break it month. That's where people, I think, kind of lose their steam too, because they're like, oh, it's not coming easily anymore.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't give up and you just keep pushing and kind of, like you said, fake it until you make it.
Yeah. There's always going to be slower months. There's always going to be a month where you're just like, this was not my best month.
That's what's so hard to do about November. Like, November was everybody's amazing month, and I, like, barely did anything. I was like, why am I having so much trouble this month? Everybody else is amazing. And that was the first month that I didn't hit team manager. And I was like, wow. And everybody else, like, quadruple promoted or something.
I know. Yeah. I think I barely hit team manager that month. After hitting senior executive the month before. That was kind of a bummer.
I want to say that I hit, like, senior consultant that month or something. It was sad.
That might be me this month, so...
But I think that where there's a will, there's a way. Like, for me, when I think about Jamberry, like, it's never been ever since I started growing my team and ever since it, like, really took off for me, I never thought about it as, like, a short-term type of a thing. I always in my head, I always see Jamberry. There's always going to be Jamberry in my head. Even if there's not really always going to be Jamberry, in my head there is always Jamberry. So I'm always, like, thinking about, like, the next thing, you know? Like, I'm already starting to think about, like, the changing of the catalog and stuff like that. And I think that's really important. Like, I know when you first start out, you kind of just see, like, the here and now, you know, and, like, getting to the next rank and all of that. But really, I think to be able to make it sustainable for you, like, you got to be thinking about the future all the time.
Yeah, and I think I have been. I just, you know, had the goal last night and didn't hit it. And that's like the first month that I didn't really hit my goal, and I felt like I worked as hard as I possibly could to hit it. And I just, you know, when it gets to the point where you need other people to do, you know, what you need to do.
Definitely.
And I don't want to say out of my
really
control,
frustrating.
because I think it's defeatist to say it's out of your control. I mean, part of your job is to lead your team, but, you know, you can, like, the whole, like, leading a horse to water, and you can't make it drink, so.
Totally.
That was definitely the hardest part for me, and so I had to, like, when I first started, look at it, and I'm like, okay, this is the minimum this is what I should work for. And I want to say it was, like, senior consultant or something, or SLC, because that was something that I could pretty much, for the most part, do myself without a whole lot of help from everybody else, but I did still need somebody to, you know, hit active or something of that sort. So I tried to make that my minimum goal, even as a team manager, just because that was something that I had to push myself. Because it's so hard to have to count on people. Like, you can't succeed unless somebody else does their job and succeeds with it, and it's hard.
It is. Katie and I were just kind of lamenting about this, about how it feels like, you know, you have a girl that does really well for a little while, and then, like, once that fast start period runs out or that warm market time kind of comes to an end, they just kind of drop.
That's what happened with an entire leg of my team in Germany. It was just the most amazing team, and everybody was getting everything, and then they couldn't get approval that they were waiting for, so everybody kind of just had to stop. And 2 or 3 months later, they finally got the approval, and I was like, yay, get my team back, and nobody has started up again. So that's not fun. So I felt horrible for them because they couldn't do their business, and it was just like, so that's kind of what happened, and then I didn't get to team manager up again until...
I think that's why, so Jennifer Harmon and Belinda Ellsworth are developing this from what did they call it? They call it from LC to TM or something like that.
Yes, I know.
Lay it all out, like how the fast starts are laid out. Yeah, it's going to lay it all out, how to get from LC to TM. So I think that's really going to help because people like the fast starts are all laid out for everybody. And it's like, okay, if I do this, I'll hit fast start 1. If I do this, I'll hit all 3 fast starts and be a lead consultant. But then from there, it's kind of like, okay, what now? You know?
Well, yeah,
so I think that'll really help.
It out. But Kelsey, I asked Kelsey at regionals, and she said they were working on like a full training, like a full transitional leadership training. Because I was telling her how frustrating it is to feel like, okay, I don't have access to leadership training, but you know, I do have a team that's looking to me to help them, and I'm just kind of winging it and doing my best. But you know, I feel like I don't have any support there. So.
I know.
So she said they're working on it, and I said when, and she said I don't know. But she was in the focus group, and that came up, and that's what was said about it. So
it's hard to realize still that we're in a startup company. It's only been around for so long, and it's amazing how much they're growing. Just in the last year that I've been in it, how much it's changed. I can only imagine in the last 2 years what's changed and what's going to happen in the next year, and how much easier it's going to be for new consultants to come in and be able to jumpstart.
Seriously.
So I have faith in them. I think they've done good by us, and every time we do have a complaint, I think they seriously sit down, consider it, and try to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
So many companies are just like, well, sucks.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about our company.
It's true.
Yeah, definitely.
I think my daughter wants to go to the library, so I'm gonna have to get off here.
Yeah, I gotta get ready for Simon's birthday party too. I gotta get over there and help him.
Aww.
He's 6 today.
It was very nice talking to you ladies today.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, we'll do another not meeting, but just like a chat, maybe in like, I don't know, I can probably do in a couple of Fridays or so, I might be off work. I can't really remember what my schedule is like. My provider I work for is going to Africa for 3 weeks, so they have me doing some weird schedule. I'll have to look at it, but might be able to do like a Friday or a Thursday morning or something. So, but I'll let you guys know.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
I'm going to sign off too. Okay. Bye.
Bye.